Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Flux, F-L-U-X. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below and hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, you can tap the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Also got some affiliate links in the description. If you want to help support the channel, that's the best way to do so right now. If you click on one of those affiliate links, usually you'll get a bonus, and I'll get a bonus, so we both win. And that's all I got for shilling right now. Okay, Flux on the weekly time frame. So, yeah, in my last video, I said that, you know, if we come down, we're probably going to come down and find support on this trend line right here, which is exactly what we did. So, it's good. And not only did we find support there, but we have a nice wick coming off of it, and we are holding support at the 382, which is pretty good as well. But I do see some concerning stuff here with Flux, so let's look at those first. So on the weekly time frame, the RSI, we had a crossover on the moving average, which I usually don't like. Now that could be rectified here if we just came back above the moving average like so. So, you know, I'd like to see that for the moving average, so that's not a good sign on the weekly. And well, I mean that actually might be it for the bad news on the weekly. Other than the braid filter is not really in the green yet either. With this big move up, we still don't have the momentum that I'd like to see with Flux if we're going to get into a bullish move here. Now, a couple things I am noticing. Not only did we find support here on the trend line, and now we're holding support at the 382. But one thing that I did notice is this previous resistance that we were on here. So we had this one, this one. I mean, you can consider this a bump and run pattern where, you know, it comes in, it finally breaks above it, and then it retests the line here, and then it has a move to the upside. So that is good news. The other good news is we are holding that 382 and the trend line, but we really need to get above, I keep saying we, Flux, really needs to get above this 236 here. That is the most important spot, in my opinion, for this chart. On the weekly, we have got so much support over here, and we finally broke through, then we got instantly rejected off of it. And now if we can come back up and kind of get in this little squeeze up here. So this squeeze ends in March 27th, 2023, roughly. So in this squeeze area here between the 236, which is going to be heavy resistance, and then our long-term support line here, if we can get a squeeze to the upside, that's what we would like to see. So we would preferably like to possibly, I mean, we would most likely get rejected again off of here and then come back down. But as long as we continue to maintain higher lows and we keep getting rejected off this 236, that's fine too. And then we can break above, find support again, probably test it a few times, and then continue our move to the upside. Now, if we do that, there's a couple other spots of interest here. This is the main one, and then we've got another one right here around $1.92 would be another spot that I would expect us, if we actually did break above this 236 and previous resistance or previous support now turn resistance, I would actually expect us to kind of move sideways in here for a little bit and then finally break above, just because I mean, in my opinion, that's what we would do. We would I'm gonna guess that the price action would retest this previous support current resistance, previous support line, just like it did here for quite some time, but instead of falling to the downside, move to the upside this time. So we would test it, we'd hit this resistance here, because in order to get to new all-time highs, it's going to take a lot of buying pressure. And so we want to build that buying pressure up in this area, this general area right here. We'd build that buying pressure up, and then the final hurdle is obviously to get above $3. And once we get above $3, that's when the sky's the limit. And if you want to know like a price target for that, let's go ahead and put a fib from the top to this bottom here. My first price target for Flux, if this were to occur, would be around almost $6, $5.85 roughly. And then after that, we're looking at, you know, just around $12 is my next price target. And honestly, I mean, in order for us to get up to these heights, I think that the crypto market needs to turn bullish. Bitcoin would have to be running over $30,000, and then we would see Flux getting into this price range right here. I mean, honestly, Bitcoin would probably have to be moving into the $40,000 range to see Flux getting into this area right here and to remain bullish for that. But that's the bullish side of this. Let's kind of go back here, and since we are in a bear market, and maybe this doesn't play out, so the next target you want to look at if this does break down is obviously right around the 0.5 Fibonacci, which is around 47 cents roughly. And then after that, if we do actually, honestly, if we break through this trend line right here, there's a very good chance that we're going down to 15-16 cents. That would be my price target, and I would be looking, if I was to purchase Flux, I would be looking around the 15 to 16 cent level if we broke below this yellow trend line right here. That's telling me that there's a lot of weakness in the Flux market right now, and we would probably dance around, and it might take some time. I mean, it might take until middle of 2023 to get down to the 786, but that just means that we're in a prolonged bear market. I mean, longer than it has been already. I honestly, I mean, my opinion is Bitcoin has found its bottom. But if Bitcoin has not found its bottom and it continues to go lower, we could see a prolonged move to the downside here to hit the 786, or it could just be a big crash to the 786 and then a big buy after that. So pay attention to the 786 if we break below this trend line right here. Also, if you're into shorting and longing, if we break below this trend line, that'd be a great place to short to get down to roughly 16 cents. That's pretty much all I got for Flux. There's some price targets up here. Looks like we're in a squeeze zone right now, and the main area we need to get above is the $1.32 area. So if you like what you saw here, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.